What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of Custom with Vick. For today's project, we're going to be making a custom for the comedian Jo Koy. He's coming out to a sold-out show here in Arizona in the next few weeks. The Phoenix Suns organization hit me up. They said they want to make a custom for him because everybody knows he's a big sneakerhead. I said, let's make it happen. For this shoe, I picked out the Electro Orange Jordan 1s. They want to make it valley themed. That means sunset colors, orange, yellow, purple, those type of tones. And of course, we're going to add some Jo Koy logos. So without further ado, let's get it started. First things first, we're gonna take out our shoelaces and insoles because we will work on those later. Next, we're gonna go straight into prep work. We're gonna be using acetone and cotton balls to prep the entire white leather. All done with the tape job, super time consuming, but now we're on to laying down our paint. The first color we're gonna lay down is our iridescent yellow. That's gonna go in the toe box first.
Ew.
Oh. All done with the first color, the toe box is really pop. Before we can move on to the other panels, we gotta cut out one stencil. JoKoy is really big on where he's from. He's from the Philippines and he's very proud of that. We're gonna be taking the sun from the Filipino flag and incorporating it onto the toe boxes, but first we gotta cut it out. Both sun stencils are laid down on both toe boxes. Now we're on to our second shade of yellow so we can start the gradient process. Second shade of yellow is laid down on the toe box. Looks really good. I had to kind of pause that paint job on the toe boxes and cover it all up because I thought of a new detail to add to the overall design of the sneaker. We're gonna go back and use some iridescent yellow and lay it down on all four panels on the sides. Yellow's laid down once again. We're back at it with the stencils. The next detail we're gonna implement on the sneaker is adding 3 stars right around the swoosh. This is a detail that I think Jo Koy is gonna like because this is another element from the Filipino flag. We got the sun, now we're gonna add the 3 stars. The 3 stars mean the 3 major islands from the Philippines. Stars are laid down. Now let's once again lay down the second shade of yellow that we did on the toe box on all 4 panels. First shade of yellow is laid down. It's looking real sick. Now we're on to the gradient. Over here on this shoe, I went ahead and started the process. Pretty much what I'm gonna lay down is just a darker orange. Gradient is starting to come alive. We got the second shade down. Again, we're trying to recreate the Phoenix sunset and it's coming out nice. Now we're on to the third shade. For the third shade, it's gonna be more of a red orange. Now onto our fourth color. We're gonna be laying down this red orange tone to finish off the Arizona sunset. Gradient paint job is complete. Now let's go ahead and remove the tape and stencils to see what we got. So far so good, you guys. I'm loving how it's looking. We got the tape off, the gradient really pops, the Filipino sun and the stars look beautiful. Now we're on to the back areas of these sneakers. For this, we got it taped up already. We're gonna be laying down some iridescent purple. Iridescent purple is laid down. It looks real clean next to the metallic orange and the iridescent yellow on the toe box and the stars. Now for this next step, we're gonna be adding JoKoy's logos on both sneakers, but for this, we're gonna need Julian's help and the laser engraver. Look alive, Julian, it's time to get to work.
Oh, that looks good.
Doesn't hit the line or anything. Good stuff as always. We are back from laser engraving the logos on both sneakers. Julian did a kick-ass job. Now we're on to adding some colors to the JK logo and the JoKoy logo. For this, we're gonna add some red paint. Red paint is laid down inside the laser engraved JoKoy. It looks real nice off the iridescent purple. Now for this next part, we gotta paint the swoosh and the collar. We're gonna be laying down a magenta pink tone. For this, I mixed up some Angelus hot pink and some raspberry. Finally, you guys, the paint job is fully complete. I'll show you guys how that turned out in just a bit. The next thing we're gonna do is customize these laces. We're gonna print out the word funny, heat press it on both sides of the shoelaces, but first we gotta cut it out. Funny decal has been heat pressed on both sides of the laces, looks real crispy, inspired by the off-white laces. I also went ahead and got some custom insoles from my boy D Nice Customs. These came out real sweet. Of course, I got the Arizona gradient on both insoles, Jo Koy on both insoles, and a special thank you from Rejuvenator, as well as from the Footprint Center. Now it's time to put these inside the sneakers and lace them up. Alright guys, that is going to bring us to an end on these custom Jo Koy Air Jordan 1s. I love how this shoe turned out. The vibrancy of the colors, the iridescent tones, the gradient, all of it. I love it. At first, I thought this custom was going to be fast and easy, but in reality, it was pretty time consuming. I spent a lot of time conceptualizing this project. I wanted to make sure all the key elements were in the sneaker, such as the Arizona Valley theme colors, the Jo Koy logos, and the Filipino flag. Overall, I'm psyched on how this project turned out. We started off by doing the prep work, and after that we just laid down a bunch of colors. We laid down the gradient, the yellow and the orange all around the shoe, an iridescent purple, a nice magenta pink color. But my favorite thing about this whole custom is the iridescent suns on both toe boxes and the stars on the side panels. That right there is the Filipino flag. I had to incorporate those details because I know he takes a lot of pride on where he's from. And of course we did some laser engraving on both sneakers, added the JK on one and the Jo Koy on the other. Came out real crispy. And lastly, we wrapped up this custom by adding some custom laces and insoles. Again, I love how these customs turned out. To top it all off, we also created 2 custom levitating display stands for many rolls to display both of these sneakers. Again, you guys, this was a fun project. Now it's time to box these up so we can take them to the Footprint Center and check out the show. Catch you guys next Monday.
Yo, Joe, let's show them what they gave me. Oh, they made my own shoe. Spin it, baby, spin it. Hey, yeah, baby. I love you, Phoenix.